up, guys? It's Jake here from HookahRev.com, bringing you a video review for the new Coco Messiah coals. Now, first off, many thanks to 5starhookah.com. They shipped this out to me so fast that it was on the way as I was finding out about it. So kudos to them. Response time, amazing. Be sure to check out their site, 5starhookah.com, because they have an amazing selection of KMs, as well as other great products. If you're a big online shopper like I am, definitely give them a chance, and be sure to use your HookahRev.com code. Yeah, discounts. Awesome. So, Coco Messiahs. It is made by Coconara, completely rebranded, or not rebranded. I'm not going to say that because that makes it seem like Coconara went away. But no, Coconara made a new line of coals called Coco Messiah, and these are them. They come in 108-piece boxes, so the kilos are true. And I'm just cheating here, but also in a 27-piece box if you wanted to just try it out for a little bit lower of a price point. So this is the Coconara website that I'm looking at. Right now on their site, it's advertised at $13.99 for a 1 kilo box and $5.49 for the 27-piece. So not bad. It's actually the same price as regular Coconaras, so it is comparable in price. It's just got some new features. So what are those new features, you might ask? 100% natural charcoal made from coconut shells. You know what, I'm not even going to read through just the basics, just the differences. So the dimensions on these coals is 22 by 22 by 22 millimeters, so they are perfectly cube shaped. I'm changing the angles, but the dimensions are staying the same because it's a cube. Cube shape. Burns up to 3 times longer than any other charcoal. I doubt they're comparing that to Coconaras because they do not last 3 hours. Let's not get our hopes up there. Leaves less than 5% in ashes. We'll see. And that's pretty much the only difference. So, still a coconut coal. It is basically, for those of you that remember, Coconara went through a little phase where they actually started producing cube-shaped Coconara coals. Now, I'm going to save that for later. But they produced the cube-shaped coals, and they worked just the same. And I'm really interested because I have an old batch of those cube-shaped Coconara coals, which I tested up against these Coco Messiahs to see if they're actually different. And, ladies and gentlemen, they are. So, the first difference here. I took probably 6 trials of this. I wanted to give you guys an accurate review on this. It was a little difficult for me too, just because it is Coconara versus Coconara, pretty much. But yeah, the first thing I have to note, I even timed it. It took a whopping 9 minutes and 29 seconds to light on my coil burner. And this is the same coil burner that you guys see me use in every single one of my videos. 9 minutes and 29 seconds. The first flip, I had to flip it at 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Because it looked like this. At 6 minutes and 37 seconds. I believe normal Coconaras, they've been ready to flip at 4 minutes. I mean, this is expected because it is taller. It's taller in shape. It doesn't have, the surface area. And then 2 minutes and 51 seconds on the other side, and then they were finally glowing hot red. So, yeah, you're looking at about 10 minutes to light these coals, and that's a little bit longer than I would have liked, a little bit longer than I'm used to. I've got my prep time down perfectly with Coconaras, but the 10 minutes, it had me waiting a little bit, to be completely honest. So, a little bit of a ding there. But as far as the coal itself, it lasted 51 minutes and 42, I don't know why I got down to the second, but it lasted 51 minutes before the bowl, or the coals were just done to the point where you couldn't smoke the bowl anymore. So at 51 minutes, you're ready for your second coals, or if you've been rotating it around, then you're just kind of done. So at 51 minutes, the coals are done. My first rotation was done at 25 minutes in the session. Not bad. Actually, I think a little bit longer than Coconaras, because I think Coconaras start to die out about 45 minutes. So yeah, they do burn a little hotter, or I'm sorry, a little bit longer. As far as the heat output, they put off a lot of heat, so it's very consistent in heat. I can tell you that much. the thing with the cube shapes, and this is what I'm revisiting from what I said in the beginning. The thing with the cube shapes, it's a little bit more difficult for me because I like to use my funnel bowls for Tanger's Lucid, Aufwacher, well yeah, for Tanger's Lucid and Aufwacher. It doesn't work as well as the square shapes, or I'm sorry, yeah, as the square shapes, flat shapes. But for the Vortex bowl, it worked amazingly because it was actually smaller. Because Coconaro is a little bit too big. The square tablets are a little bit too big for a Vortex bowl, so I kind of have to shimmy it onto the side. But the cube shapes work well for a Vortex bowl. So if you smoke a lot of Starbuzz, Fantasia, Fumari in your Vortex bowl, these are actually pretty good. I'm going to show you a little bit more of the smoke output in this. Got it loaded up in my House of Smoke Custom here. It's been going for about 25 minutes. It is starting to ash, and I'll get back to the ash part. I've got Aufwacher Watermelon and Mint loaded up. And yeah, I already said it's been going for about 25 minutes. So you can see the smoke output is good. I wouldn't say it's great because I'm using a small funnel bowl, a small Tanger's funnel bowl, and you can see you could almost fit. You could definitely fit 6 cubes on there total. Not recommended. Don't ever do that. I'm just saying that that's how much spacing there is in between. So I don't think it puts off enough heat to heat a small Tanger's funnel bowl or House of Smoke's custom funnel bowl. To get the best experience out of this type of setup. I mean, it smokes well, don't get me wrong, you get full flavor. It stays true, it's still odorless, tasteless. It does give off a bit more of like a, almost like a wood incense burning smell when you're lighting it, in that 10 minutes of lighting. So yeah, still recommended definitely to light outdoors. But yeah, it just does not work as well as it should. And I tried smoking 2 bowls of Lucid out of the similar setup with the Messiahs, and it just wasn't that great. Now, the only benefit that I would see to this is because if you load your bowl right, you only need to throw the 1 set of coals on there and just let them burn. You could let it burn out for the entire session, technically, and it'd still be okay. And then you could actually, because of the size of the Messiahs, you can throw another set of the coals on afterwards, and you're going to have less burning than you would with the square coals. That's the only benefit that I see from the cube shape. So overall, just based on the cube shape alone, I can't tilt the scale one way just because personally I don't like the cube shape. But yes, it does work better on a Vortex bowl. Now the ash, it does ash less than Coconaro's. So I saw it with my own eyes. It kind of flakes off a little easier, and it really does. It produces a lot less ash. A lot less ash than Coconaro's. So I was very impressed with that. Yep, still odorless, still tasteless. They burn really hot, they burn really long. So it's a great coal. Yeah. Full flavor. So this one's a tough one. So now Coconaro's on hookahrev.com is one of the only products to receive a full 100 out of 100 rating. So to me that is a perfect coal. Every way, shape, or form. With the Coco Messiahs, I'm going to give it a 92 out of 100. Still a great coal. It's just the functionality. I'm not even going to go based on what I feel about the cube shape. Just the functionality of it. It does lose a few points, and just the fact that it took 10 minutes to light, it's a bit of a ding. 10 minutes is a long time to wait, especially if you're fiending for a smoke. So yeah, that's it, folks. So, once again, check out 5starhookah.com. They actually carry the Coco Messiahs right now, so you can pick up a box for yourself. And be sure to check out the forum on hookahrev.com. We got those bonus points rolling out. A lot of activity recently on the forums, and there's actually a contest going on right now for any of those current viewers out there. So this was Jake from hookahrev.com. Till next time, give these a try, especially for you Vortex bowl smokers. I think you'll really like these. See you next time, guys.
Flying up with